Welcome back to consecutive day 1235 Diary of Runpreneur. And today's episode I have my business partner Ben with us from Cafe at Highgate, and we're going to talk about the build up to launch of a new business. So remember to give this a subscribe, share, like and comment, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. All the information about the challenge and how you can get involved is in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 1235 of a Diary of a Runpreneur, and today's episode I've got some company, my business partner Ben from Cafe at Highgate, and in today's episode we're going to have a little chat about the launch process for launching a new cafe business. So firstly, apologies for the tech. I've got my lapel mic that I'm going to be passing between us to try and make sure the audio is clear enough. Not quite up to technical standards yet for the interview process, but we'll get there. But anyway, I digress. So firstly, welcome Ben. As you can see, he's a clean runner. You keen to be out on the run today?
Love running, literally love it. This is the first run I've been on in probably about 8 years since surgery on my knee, so we'll see how we go.
Well, we're a bit of a broken partnership here at the moment, from a running perspective anyway. We also have a tractor coming behind us, the joys of the running in the rural areas. But Ben's got bad knees, and I ran a marathon at the weekend and I've got the blister the size of a tennis ball on the sole of my foot. So we're both gingerly running, and I've tried to find the smoothest piece of pavement we can run on. So we launch our new cafe business on the 1st of November. It is the 18th of October today, so a couple of weeks out really. And firstly, Ben, how would you describe the process? Has it been stressful? Has it been enjoyable? Can you explain what it's like to start off a new cafe business?
So it's been enjoyable. There's obviously stressful moments for me. What becomes stressful in the process is when things come out of your control. So once you're waiting on suppliers or installations and things, which you have to just accept that some of those things are out of your control. You obviously plan to be a week ahead to allow for that, but that time gets eaten up really quickly. A lot of the time you're waiting for the electrics to be installed so that the coffee machine can be installed. All the installs have been great. The electrician's been amazing. The plumbers have been great. Everybody's done what they said they were going to do, but it's that sort of out of control element. So you are just assuming people are going to do what they said they're going to do when they're going to do it. And as long as they do, we're all good.
Yeah, no, I think in summary to that, it's the lesson learned there is that when you start a new business, you need third parties involved, and whatever time you have or you think it's going to take, double or treble it's probably a sensible expectation, especially when you're trying to manage to get key individuals or stakeholders on site at given times. So that has been stressful, but because we're fortunate enough to be both local to the area and know quite a few people, we've managed to pull in some favours. So that's really good feedback. But what about the planning process? And I mean, we're fortunate enough, I have to add, that Ben comes from the hospitality industry. He's a professional chef and he has run cafes in the past. So my experience was I would never ever undertake a business that I have no experience in. I know obviously how to start and run and scale businesses, but you do need to understand the industry you're in. And the attraction of this for me was to go into business with someone who's been there, done it successfully, and knows the industry inside and out. So a lesson from my side would be, if you're going to go into a new industry, you need to be in partnership, or certainly have staff with the skill set to with experience in that sector. So that's something for me. But yeah, so other than the third parties, Ben, what else has been successful, or has been an obstacle, or something that has been a challenge that we've overcome?
So I think I think more success than anything, what's been good is we both bring something completely different to the table. Normally when you enter into a business, I've done it on my own, I've done it with other people, but normally you're both in the industry, so you bring the same thing, which is great. But what you're able to do is bring an outside pair of eyes to situations that there's multiple things that are beneficial, but also from a simplistic point of view, it's just looking at it from a different perspective. Whereas if you've been in an industry for 25 years, as open-minded as you want to be, you come to see things as a certain way. And what's been really great working with you on it is spinning that on its head and actually saying, well, it doesn't have to be like that. Which is again, that's very simplistic, but that's definitely been a positive and a success, and I think that will show when we launch in how we're doing things.
No, that's I completely echo your thoughts there, Ben, and I think that's something I've learned as well in business, is that, you know, going into partnership with someone who's too similar to you, you're just going to be stepping on each other's toes, and although sometimes the workload isn't particularly shared completely equally, I think we go about things in our own way with our own skill sets, and we manage to divide and conquer and get everything done much more effectively, because we've really given ourselves about 6 weeks from securing the premises to actually launch, which isn't a long time at all. And I think it's been down to the fact that we've the division of workload has been so effective. I think that's probably why we're in this situation. So that's a really, really good, valid point. So on to the future, Ben. What about what's your expectations? What's your vision for this? Because I come from a business background. I love data, I love financials, I love seeing businesses grow and flourish. But, you know, Ben, put it in perspective, he treats food like an art, and it really is an art to see when you see some of the recipes and concoctions that he conjures up in the kitchen. So I want to hear your kind of your chef's hat on here. What's your vision for the future for this cafe?
Well, the vision without sort of diverting that question, literally just before we went on this run, we started at the cafe and I went past the butchers and they called me, and yesterday I'd been in talking with them. One of the dishes we're going to launch on the menu, I wanted to have the option to add a merguez sausage too, which is a beautiful North African lamb sausage. And they didn't have them in the shop, but we had a little chat and they said they'll see what they can do, maybe they can make one. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll leave it with them. And today I went in and tried the sausage that they made, and it was literally absolutely perfect. And that excites me. So I'm excited to basically produce that and let everybody try that. So from a passion point of view, I'm just excited to be able to offer the food offer that we have. It's going to be very simple, but it's going to focus around local seasonal produce. We're buying as much as we can locally from the village, as unprocessed as possible. There's some things that are unavoidable, but everything we can, we're going to make ourselves. Meat from the local butchers, fruit and veg from local suppliers. There's quite a lot of people that grow in Willingham, so we're really lucky from that point of view. And just really, I'm excited about what the future holds in that sense. And obviously that can translate into a good business model. And again, I think it goes back to the balance of what the partnership works well as. I'm allowed to focus on that as long as the numbers are working. Obviously focusing on other stuff, but that is the key focus really, is delivering a product that the customers are going to love and enjoy, whilst being sustainable, watching things like our carbon footprint, and ultimately, just ensuring the best produce is delivered from the coffee all the way through to a bacon sandwich.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant, and that's what excited me about the vision as well, is that I've known Ben pretty much all my life. We grew up in the same village together. I think I met him when we were about 3 years of age. So we've got a long-standing relationship there, which helps massively in terms of trust when you go into a business partnership. But secondly, I've known how talented Ben has been in his chefing career, and I've always thought it's an absolute travesty that he's only got one pair of hands, and that so far he's been having to trade his time for his service. And I think with this opportunity, if we get it right, with my background in systems, processes and trainings and that side of things, we can take Ben's food, we can train people up to be delivering it in the same standard and quality, and then scale this operation up to surrounding villages within the area, so that we can start growing this business and getting the quality food at an affordable price, that's healthy as well, sustainable, to a much wider audience. So yeah, well, let's leave it there for today, because I'm going to put it out there on this vlog today that if this will go out on the social channels on Runpreneur, which is my blog, but most importantly, it will go on Cafe at Highgate's social channels. And if we get enough engagement and interest, we might be able to get Ben out on these runs quite regularly, and we might even be able to do like weekly newsletters and things in real time, and share it with you. And also, if you get to see this face next to me gasping when he talks a bit more often, it's a bit more satisfying. So yeah, I'll let you be the judge of that. But the more engagement and comments we get on this content will justify whether we continue to do it. But I do it every day, so it's no skin off my nose. But I'd thoroughly enjoy a bit of company. So there's a little carrot for you. But thank you ever so much, Ben. We'll keep regular updates going. And good work, mate. Your first run in God knows how many years. But you are in shape, because he is a jiu-jitsu champion in my eyes, anyway. But no, he is genuinely. If you look him up, he's a jiu-jitsu champion. So unfortunately, I can run. So I'll just run away if he gets a bit angry. But yeah, so that's it. Any questions or comments, drop us a line. We will respond to every single one of them. Customer feedback is so important. So we want the cafe to be the cafe for the community. So within reason, any suggestions of what they want on the menu, we will potentially look to do as specials. And if they have demand, then we'll look to integrate them into our more consistent menu. But yeah, we'll keep you posted. Thank you ever so much. But do remember to give this a subscribe, share, like, and comment on Runpreneur, but also most importantly on Cafe at Highgate, as we really do need your local support. And yeah, thanks ever so much. Thank you. And stay happy, stay positive. See you again tomorrow. Bye, Ben.